Hey, good morning, YouTube. It's hard to watch this video and not say anything or have things to say. Uh, it's just a whole bunch of feelings, you know what I'm saying? I'm not sure if my feedback is gonna come out with the clarity that I want it to, you know what I'm saying? So, anyways, adult protective services is no one's friend, but the government's, but the states. You know what I'm saying? They're not the people's friend. All right? They don't care about the family's interests. They don't care about the best interest of the so-called incapacitated individual. Only thing they care about is incorporating that person into the system, sending them off somewhere into some type of foster home or nursing home where they are locked the fuck up. All right? Freedoms are very restricted and they live like prisoners. It's like, wow. You know, when this happened to an elder of mine, I almost questioned whether I still live in America or not. You know, like, we do this shit? This is legal? It is like it's a form of legal kidnapping. No kidnapping is legal. That's the thing about it. But for some reason, when it comes to adult protective services kidnapping people, they have all this bullshit ass law to make it legal. I said, wow, is this the fucking Holocaust? Excuse my English. But it seems like that isn't too far away. But yeah, these people are not your friends. Don't call them. Don't welcome the government to be a third party to your family affairs. It's not good. They're not going to be about, you know, the family's best interest, and they're going to destroy your family if they ever get involved. And they're going to dirty up your name. Yes. See, the thing about it, when adult protective services get involved, the first thing that they have to do is investigate. And their investigation is going to be biased. Why? Because they have a job to do. They have an agenda to carry out. And their agenda is to get your elder into their system, into a nursing home, into a foster home, take over their financial, aspect of their life. You know what I'm saying? So instead of your elder getting her checks in the mail and going to cash her own checks, guess what? Whoever is assigned a guardian, they the ones who get the money now. What about the property? What about the assets? Oh, the guardian has control over that and can dispose of that however they want. And regardless of what the incapacitated individual says. Matter of fact, they don't even communicate these things to the incapacitated individual for them to even, say, hey, I consent or I do not consent. You know what I'm saying? Uh, and the thing about it, once they start doing investigation, you have to understand they have an agenda. Their agenda is the petition for guardianship. So they can be the conservator, so they can be the guardian, so they can have complete control over another human being's life. All right? Now, in the process of investigating, they are going to put things in their investigation that's beneficial on their behalf, not on the family's behalf, and not on the incapacitated individual's behalf, because they have an agenda to carry out. So, let's just say there's other parties in the investigation. Let's just say there's someone in the family that can take care of that elder. Do you know what? The adult investigator or adult protective service investigator, he's going to try to find all the dirt that he can. He's going to try his best to dirty up that name. Why? Because if you can take care of her, how are they going to get her money? How are they going to have complete control over her if you can take care of her? They're not going to let that happen. So what does he do? He finds a way that he can dirty up your name, you know? And wow. Not only that, but it's crazy. because they go unchallenged. And for some reason, the judges, you know what I'm saying? It's like they work for the state and the judge is willing, you know what I'm saying? It's all like one big team. Even though there's like different individuals involved, it's just like one big team carrying out a playbook. You know what I'm saying? Against the people though. Because they're not on our side. I just, at least that's my observation. This is what I could tell you from my own personal experience with Adult Protective Services and various other agencies. They're not your friends. And if you ask me, it's an agenda that's not in the best interest of human beings, period. Alright? And it's an unpoliced uh, government franchise, if you ask me. Like, they have no one policing them. They have no one monitoring whether they're inside their guidelines or outside their guidelines. Are they being professionally ethical? They just don't have this to keep them in check. You know what I'm saying? So it's like this machine that's out of control. And then it's like, people are so entertained and so preoccupied with so much bullshit, it goes on untalked about. It's not something that's put on the news, to warn people about, to bring it to their awareness. Hey, this is what's going on in the world. Our elders are being kidnapped by a government franchise. It's sad. So, I gotta make this video. I have to give like some type of feedback. But anyways, I don't want to take too much of y'all time. Do not call these people. They are not your friend. I wish I had some remedies to offer. I'm not an expert on any of these subjects. I'm doing a lot of research. Knowledge is key, knowledge is power. So I have to do tons of research, you know what I'm saying, to see how I can help my elder. I don't trust lawyers. Most lawyers I contacted, they're scared of Adult Protective Services and they are scared of challenging the state's decisions. And I don't blame them, because I'm pretty sure whoever pays the lawyer is the ones who pays the judge and is the ones who pay Adult Protective Services. And it's just like, man, this country is in big trouble from state to state. And people need to start, rising up. It's us who have the power. It's us who delegate our power to the government to do their jobs to protect our rights. They are not the authority here. We are the authority. But until we realize that, this beast or this machine is going to be out of control. It's us, we the people, who institute government to protect our rights. And what they are doing is totally out of compliance with that agenda or with that principle. Their job is to protect our rights, all right, according to our best interests. And they are doing a lot of trickery, deceptive things that trick people into consenting to these contracts to get people trapped into their particular system. Consent plays a very big role in this. All right, and a lot of elders don't know, you know what I'm saying, or a lot of people don't know that plays a big part. And we have people or agencies that's ignoring people who say that I don't consent to this, which shows that we have a government or a government franchise that's totally out of control. These courts that's making these rulings, they are totally out of control, and they need to be put in check because they are stepping outside of their guidelines and they're way out of their boundaries. All right, we institute them to protect our rights. They have a job to do, protect our rights, and that's it. Anyways, again, I don't want to take too much of your time, but I had to leave a comment. All right, and I hope this Evelyn situation gets tons of views because it needs to be talked about. And I wish